Hello, everyone, and welcome. You're listening to 27 Degrees SAG, broadcasting from the Galactic Center. And I want to wish everyone a very happy summer solstice. That's right, it's the first day of summer. And I want to say congratulations to all of the students that are graduating or have graduated and are passing on to their next grade or perhaps to the next level. And good luck to all who are now out, passing out their resumes, looking for a position. I would just like to say that we honor you and bravo, a job well done. I know on a collective level, you have added to the higher consciousness. Every time we learn something new, and that could be anything, but especially when it is organized and it is certified, you literally have gone through a process of leveling up. You have gone through a process of reaching the next level, the next frequency. And also, you are an integral part of raising the consciousness of the collective. So well done, and know that all of your efforts are going into a funnel for planet Earth, and we appreciate it. And a lot of times we don't stop and think of it that way. On a universal level, we think of it mainly as an individual accomplishment, and the praise and honor is bestowed to you from your university or school, your family, your friends. But also know that the collective is out there appreciating your efforts as well. Yeah. Okay. So here we are in the Northern Hemisphere. We're celebrating our summer solstice. And I have to tell you that this particular solstice is so powerful. Today, the sun is moving into the water sign of Cancer. And this always marks the summer solstice. It always marks the beginning of summer, where we begin to see all of the life in full blossom, full bloom, and then it goes to harvest. However, at this particular time, on this particular date, we have got some very, very powerful things happening. So it really is my pleasure for you to come along with me for the next hour as we go through exactly some new cycles that are starting and some new cycles that are ending. And you're going to really see them. You may say to yourself, I don't see anything going on. As a matter of fact, I feel really stuck right now. I feel, I don't know what's up. Well, if you don't know what's up, it's time to session up with me as we go through, and I'll show you exactly what is happening behind the scenes and how the universe has your back and where to direct your energy. Hello, Kimberly. So nice to see you. That's so wonderful for you to join in. And I hope you and your family are doing well. We haven't been in contact for a little bit, so it's such a treat to see you in the chat room. And I know that a lot of times, especially for people over the pond and in some other countries, they are always so steadfast in making sure that they listen to the archive and the replay. And I really want to say thank you so much from the bottom of my heart that you have taken time out, because there's a lot of people out there now that we can tune into, stream on, and hear the word from. So I do appreciate it. At this particular time, we have this opening of this power surge, and that's exactly how I am going to refer to it. I'm going to refer to it in a way that you can all understand now that we've got a lot of electrical components that we live with. We have got computers. We have got a lot of amped up um, sound waves. We've got a lot of waves that are going through us to keep the universal web going, and also the communication lines open. So you know that when a storm comes through and you have a power surge, everything can blow out, everything can be a bit overwhelmed. And that's why I'm here to try to, I want to say, to try to make your awareness forefront and a priority as how to handle all of this powerful energy that's coming through to us. So 27 degrees Sag, that's the name of the show, and that is the exact point of the galactic center in your birth chart, in your astrological chart. It's in the sign of Sagittarius. This particular portal is opening up in a way that is so huge that it is now going to be streaming universal energy, galactic energy. And I want to say that the Galactic Federation is part of this. They know that it is coming. They've given us all downloads about this wonderful surge of energy, how to absorb it, how to integrate it. And this is by drinking so much water, you're going to think it's coming out of your ears, but it's not. It is going to really be absorbing. We have so many heavy toxins and heavy metals within us now, whether you are cooking with aluminum foil, drinking out of aluminum containers, whether you have metal, mercury in your teeth, whether you have been in the crossroads of cell phones, cell towers, even the computer that I'm reaching you right now. All of these particular waves have really coagulated within our electromagnetic field. And what's happening is that the information that we need right now as a collective on planet Earth is coming in, and they're using, and this is really interesting, but they're using the light from our central sun. They're using the light from the sun, but they're driving it through this particular galactic center. When I say that, we have got an aspect with Neptune. Neptune is the higher consciousness. It's the planet of intuition. It's the planet of your psychic ability. And it's the planet that does rule the tides. It rules the oceans. It rules the water. King Neptune, of course, in mythology, he ruled all of the oceans, and he was the one that was in control of forming the earth itself. And as you know, when we start getting into your electromagnetic center, your mind and your thoughts, they are all electric. They run on an electric vibratory rate. Your emotions contain magnetic energy. So when you combine your thoughts with the emotion, you are bound to be on the road to manifestation. So you are combining your electric and your magnetic. That's how you get your electromagnetic field around you. That's what your aura is. That's what sensitive sees. You know, when they work with your hands in Reiki, they're working with your thought pattern. They're working with your emotional pattern. They're working in your field, and that's what it's made up of. If you can imagine, if you make your priority your electromagnetic field, get to know it, know that it exists. You know, way back in the day when it was just sensitives like a lot of us that could see it, feel it, know that it was there. Now we've got machines that show us that it's there, so that the visual is there. So any doubting Thomas can go on a machine and see his electromagnetic field. You can expand it. Jupiter is coming in right now also to expand it. And what we've got coming on is we've got this huge stream of photon light. Light is information. It's coded in the particular light, what we see as rays. This is information that we are now ready to receive. And as you know, water is a conductor for electrical energy. Water is a conductor that is going to take this streaming overload of light that is being downloaded to all who are open and who will accept it. And in this particular summer solstice is an amazing first time open the barn doors, because it's coming in. And what we've got is we have got this Neptune aspect that is bringing it through as a download in opening up the pineal gland and your third eye. And what it's going to do is it's going to be combining your throat chakra as well. It's going to have an effect on your heart chakra. Your heart chakra is the center of your emotions. So you're going to have this psychic action happening. It's going to affect your electromagnetic area in your thought pattern and your emotional pattern, to where you're going to start streaming back and forth in a pattern. And when you have gotten your particular channel open, it will come down, and then it will come through the earth, come back around on the sides, and come back down through again. So you're going to have this, if you wanted to just visualize like a fountain of information, it's going to be going through you. It's going to be assimilated while you recharge, while you sleep. It is so important during this particular time that you give yourself at least 8 hours of rest, of sleep. And if you feel as though you're getting up in the middle of the night, or you're getting up, very, very early, you have reached your limit. You have contained as much as you can contain. And it's very important that you close your portal at this particular time. And you can say a meditation at that time. And I want to say for the next week, you can practice this and give thanks for this. And also ask your guides. Everybody wants a personal trainer in their life. Everybody wants someone to direct them. We have them. It's our birthright. We've had trainers and guides our entire life. Use them. They're there. Give permission for them to help you direct all of this energy that's coming into you. Are you going to be having some physical symptoms? Yes, but we've all been having these physical symptoms as we've been revving up. We have been inspired as of today. We have been inspired with a download that gives us the mission to use this energy. Before, it was always hearsay. What do we do with it? What are we going to do? Oh, I'll do it part-time. Oh, maybe I'll do it when I feel like it. Well, I'll fit it in, after my 9 to 5. This isn't anything like that. This is going to be all consuming. Nothing else is going to be a priority except handling this energy, Finally, we've opened up our mission. Finally, everything we've been learning, everything we've been taught, everything that has happened to us as a lesson or an experience in our life is finally going to be used. We are finally going to be asserting the light, the right to be human, to be an elevated human, to have the earth balanced, harmonized, and surrounded, encased with love. This is why we're here. We've cracked the code. We're still here. Now we're committed. Now, the summer solstice is asking us through the zodiac sign of Cancer. Cancer rules the home. Cancer rules your solar plexus, your stomach area. If I have anyone who is born under the sign of Cancer, they know they've got a BS detector right in their belly button, right in their solar plexus. When that belly flips, they know they're right. They're sensing, they're on track. It's a validation, it's a warning. It is an intuitive charge that's a gift. We all have Cancer in our charts, every single one of us. So wherever Cancer is in your chart, and we're talking about the zodiac sign, the water sign of Cancer, this is where your emotional intuition lies. So the universe is using quantum entanglement with each and every one of us. Entanglement is conversation. It's our birthright. It's why we are here. We're getting the promotion. We're getting the graduation diploma. They are opening up the awareness. We've always had it, but we weren't able to assimilate it at this frequency, to handle the quantum entanglement of the galaxy. And now it's coming in big. It's coming in big. And I just want to say, just like everything else in life, just take it as you can assimilate it at this time. And I can hear people, is it going to short circuit me? Am I going to I'll tell you, you need to take it with love, with understanding. They're not going to give it to you unless you're open, unless you've done the work. I have a lovely friend of mine, Sandra Coos, who is just on the show, and she was saying you have to be invited into the Akashic Records, the Hall of Records. This is it. It will come to you if you are not sabotaging yourself and closing you off. If you've done the work, if you've dusted out all, as much as your trauma and as much as your healing as you possibly can, and every time you help someone in service, every time you offer your gift, we have all been blessed with gifts in so many different ways, whether it's music, art, the gift of healing, the gift of empathy, the gift of insight. We've all been gifted by the gifts of even mechanical, technical, the gift of the word, of being a scribe. We all have specific gifts. And even if you have been using your gifts, that you've been in service to the planet, to the collective. Because if you're using your gifts, you can experience joy, worth, value. If you are shutting down your gifts that you've been given and you are doing something to please somebody else or to put money on the table, or you're caught up in something in the family that you need to do for them, and you've shut down what God has given you, your gift, your God peace that we all have inside of us. If we have been starving that peace, you need to open that peace up. You need to be of service. There is no age on this, by the way. None. Absolutely none. There is no color. There is no gender. There is no age for using your gifts that God gave you. Now, when we are in this amazing quantum entanglement, it goes out, it is actually felt to the absolute boundless eternity. It's rippling all the way out. We're taking all of this energy and light and information in. Have we had it on Earth before? Not in this fashion. This is unique. This is huge. And this is our birthright. This is why we came. So we've got Mercury sextiling Mars right now. And we have got, oh, okay. I'm getting a little warning here. Okay. Okay. We've got this as well. Okay, here we go. There we go. We've got Mercury, the planet of communication, which is now in Gemini, sextiling Leo. Mars is in Leo right now. With Mars in Leo, it gives us the drama. It gives us the fire. It gives us, well, of course, the action. Mars is, bigger is better, right? Absolutely. So when we've got this going on, Gemini's all about talking, communication, gathering up information. And we are being called on to walk our talk. We're being called to action. And as we're being called to action, we need to be acting out of our hearts. That's Leo. Leo rules the heart. Leo rules the blood. That's where your information is, your DNA. As we're doing this, we are literally going to change each and every daily habit. Your small little steps, your daily habits that you do, whether you work out every day or whether you drink more water every day, whether you walk in nature or you eat, fresh foods or whatever it is that you do every day. You get up, you go to work, you do this, you be of service, you use your gift, you spread compassion, empathy. You protect yourself every day. These little things become embedded. And this goes into your particular shower of this new light energy that is literally forming like a funnel. It's forming like a cone. And as it's coming down, it's golden. And as it goes down into the planet, it comes up again and goes down. It's going down through each of us in our own way. It's also coming through the North Pole. It's coming through that galactic center, coming through the North Pole. And that's the entry point, South Pole exit point. And I have to remind you that each and every one of us has your best feng shui directions and your exit points where we, where we exit our toxins, our energies. If you don't know that, session up with me and I'll teach you all of that about how and how to funnel in and what direction brings it in, what direction takes it away, dumps it out. Because we're going to be dumping out a lot of things as well. We've got also this so many amazing things, so many aspects to this particular summer solstice that is here. It's kicking off this huge informational change. And what's happening is that with all of the light coming in, it has to affect the moon. So the ruler of Cancer is the moon. The moon has been our reflector. It has been our satellite. It has been in charge of the tides. It has been in charge of the water in our body, our thyroid as well. So the moon itself, the role of the moon is changing because of all of this light. So you can imagine that if the moon is reflecting the sun's light down to Earth, you can imagine this particular amount of information that's coming through the moon. Our tides are going to be changing. The magnetic field for our poles is going to be changing. This is the plan. It happens every 26,000 years. We're at that cycle. We are. But it's moving slowly, very slowly, very slowly. But it's moving and it's being tracked. And what this particular summer solstice is kicking off, it's kicking off the nodes of the moon. In our charts, we have halfway points that are calculated, the north node and the south node. So if you were to look on your chart, you have a needle that goes around like a compass in your chart. Funny enough, it's always in retrograde, but at this particular time, it's changing signs. The north is the north direction. The south is what I like to call the past. The north is the future. And it is now changing signs. It will change signs depending on where you are on the planet, July 17th. And it will be leaving Scorpio on the south end, and it will be going into Libra. And in the north end, it will be leaving Taurus and going into Aries. So as this moon is also, the frequency is changing, it's changing our little magnet within our own charts. So it's going to be pushing us in a new direction. It's going to be pushing us into the north direction of Aries. Aries, the warrior, the inspirer, that hot fire energy. Interestingly enough, it coincides with 2024 when we enter period 9. The element for the next 20 years in Feng Shui, flying star, is fire. We are entering into our fire energy, into our Aries, into the assimilation of me, of I, of I. And as we say, Om, I am. We are at our very top as we're going into all of the traits of Aries, which is me first, which is the inspiration, which is warrior energy of the light. This particular time is going to be inspiring for all of us. We need to balance out that fire energy. If you don't know how, session me up, okay? You have to, because we do not want to burn ourselves out. Yeah. We know how to add to the fire. You always add wood elements to fire. You always bring fire down with earth. People say with water. Yes, but then that puts the fire out. You don't want to extinguish it. You want to control it. And just like Smokey the Bear always said with the campfire, you put the dirt over the campfire, right? Right. There's a couple different things that I can help you with as far as what's the elements that you're missing in your chart, so we can go ahead and replace those as well. You can go ahead and get a hold of me at kimlalo.com. Please like, share, and hit the subscribe button. I keep forgetting to tell everybody to do that. Hello, Maria. Hello, Sandra. Hello, Becky. I said hello to Kimberly. Mr. Bill is here. Hey, Sheila, do you have your camp and your crew with you tonight? Always so nice to see everybody in the chat room. As we're talking about this particular change in the moon with all of this energy and light coming in, as we've got the North Node in Aries, the South Node that we feel comfortable with, we don't want to leave that. It's the past. We've done it. We know we can handle it. That's Libra energy. That's the partnership energy. That is basically, where we co-create together, where we depend on each other, where we do things together. We have been learning about team energy for a very, very long time. Now we're being called upon to stand out in a way that may be a little bit uncomfortable for some that do not like to be recognized, put in the spotlight, or singled out for actions. Either way, famous or infamous, this is what's going to be coming up. Confidence. What's wrong with being confident? Nothing. Nothing. To be proud, to be honored of carrying a piece of your God gift inside of you. Arrogance is over the top. Manipulation is over the top. Coercion's over the top. When you gaslight, over the top. So at this particular time, you want to learn how to be an inspiration, not only for yourself and make sure you live your inspired life, but also to be an inspiration for others as well. We're going to bring it in for a little bit. I was going to say, we're going to bring it in for a little bit, and all that you need at any given moment is when inside of you. And what I'd love for you to do is open your hearts, open your mind, open the palms of your hands. We're going to open the third eye with our eyes closed. And we're going to welcome in the summer solstice. On this first day of summer, we are going to open up for the galactic light. We are going to accept this quantum entanglement, conversation, co-creation with the galaxy. We are going to be opened to galactic love. We are going to love ourselves first and spread that love on a planetary level, universal level, galactic level. Gate gate parasugate bodhi swaha. Gate gate parasugate bodhi swaha. Gate gate parasugate bodhi swaha. That is the Calming Heart Sutra. As we breathe in, we exhale longer. Breathing in the nature, breathing in plant life, breathing in the trees, breathing in the sky, breathing in the flowers that are budding right at this particular time. Breathing in the fulfillment of operating Mother Earth. In the Northern Hemisphere, we're blessed with bringing in the summer solstice. For each and every one of you, if you have a question, or you just want to give thanks, or you just want to listen to the message that you will be getting from your guides, from your angels, from your teachers, from the masters, we are going to be giving thanks and great gratitude for opening up our third eye in a psychic fashion so that we may ask our higher self. We may have a quantum entanglement with our higher self. With this conversation, we ask to be worthy to receive any messages, any strengths, any information, any gifts. We ask to be cleared on an emotional level, on a mental level, on a psychic level, on an etheric level, a physical level. We ask that we are worthy of this extra load. We give thanks in celebrating this particular moment in time. This moment is our moment. This moment contains everything you need to know. As we bring our hearts into our hands, we lift them up And we shower them with blessings. And we ask for protection. We ask that we are given the opportunity to use our hearts wisely, to give them wisely, to accept others wisely. And we're going to be putting it back into our heart center, breathing in, breathing out extra long. Breathing in, extra long exhale. As you roll your eyes up to the third eye, you will envision an image. Look at the image. It is there for you. It is glowing. It's vibrating. Thank you. Thank you. And now we feel our feet. We tap our feet. We raise our knees back and forth. We rock our bottoms back and forth. We're going to be feeling our shoulders. We're going to lift them up to our ears and down, bending our elbows, our wrists, our hands and fingers and toes, our nose, our face, open the eyes, and we're back into the body. Thank you. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. Well, thank you everyone for coming along with me and for giving thanks to this wonderful celebration of the first day of summer. And we've got some absolute fabulous things coming up. Mercury finally enters into Cancer to join the sun on June 26th. And we've got a jam-packed July coming our way. We've got a lot of retrogrades happening as well. We're going to talk about Neptune. Neptune was aspecting the galactic center, and now Neptune is going to be turning retrograde on June 30th, when the sun is going to be conjuncting Mercury in Cancer. We're going to be thinking about the home. We're going to be thinking about decisions to be made. Which direction should I go? Which direction feels right to me? How can I improve my home base? This goes as far as your private home. This goes for the home of your children. This goes for the base where you work. This goes for your home planet. This can be expanded all the way out and brought all the way in to the home, the shell that you're living in. How can I make it better? How can I bring more love into my home? And this is what we're all going to be thinking about. And I always say to people, when you don't have time to have a session or mentorship or ask the angels for guidance or wherever you are, and you've got a decision to be made. very quickly. Stand up, ask the question. If you go back, it's a no. If you go forward, it's a yes. It's your kinetic energy. It works for you because you are in this magnetic field and it is there to work for you. All right, everyone. If you would like me to take a look at something or call out a card for you on this particular summer solstice, I'd love to. So I've got a couple of decks here. I'm being kind of called to ramp up a couple of different decks here for anybody. But if somebody would like to have a card drawn for them or they have a question, I'm here. I don't know if I'm not getting all of the comments, but so Kimberly says, oh, yes, please. Okay, Sheila, I love a card. Okay, we're going to start with Miss Kimberly. And let me see. I want you to yeah, you've got two. You're saying you have two. I want you to pick one first, and then we'll go on from there. So you pick the one first, Kimberly. Okay, here we go. You've picked it. Okay, I got it. Wow. This is the second time I've gotten this card today. For you, I'd love to share it with you. It's assertiveness. So it's to take some action. It says that this situation can be healed. Be assertive but gentle and use love as you've requested. Yet there's also a need for your strength and truthfulness with the other people that are involved. We will stand right behind you as you speak your truth and you listen to others. This is going to be giving you strength and to be able to use your words. So I really feel like this is specifically for you. You're going to be walking your talk. So I feel like there's a conversation to be had here. And I feel like you need to be assertive as to having the conversation, gently ease into it. But I feel as though you must speak the truth to someone and you must be as gentle as possible. And then I need for you to listen as well and listen to their side with love and compassion, because I just feel like that's something that's going on. Now, your other question, let's get to that very quickly. Your other question, I feel like, okay. Yeah, your other question, I feel like it's a yes. I feel like it's a new direction. But first of all, you have to have a resolution on something first before you start something new. You're thinking about starting something new, but I feel like there has to be something that's resolved first before you can plan that action. So with all the retrogrades happening, you may want to check with me about when a good time for you to start that up. But I feel like it's going to be very lucky for you. So if there's something that you wanted to start up, something you wanted to go forward with, I'm going to say yes, but there's something that needs to be resolved first. Okay. All right. We're going to now go to Miss Sheila. Miss Sheila wants a card. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm going to go to this one. They're telling me to go over here. Okay. We'll go over here. All right, Miss Sheila, you are meant to succeed, and failure should feel bad to you. Life is supposed to go well for you, and when it does not, something's wrong. But what is wrong is not something that is outside of you over which you have no control. What is wrong is something is inside of you. And you do not have to take control. You need to be balanced. taking control after you're balanced is how you understand the basis of who you are. And that is the law of attraction and the value of your personal emotional guidance system. So you need to be balanced first, and then you can show us all the way. Okay? All right. Debbie. Okay, Debbie. Let's see. I miss Debbie wants a card as well. Perhaps Debbie can form some type of question. She says, I don't know what to ask. Okay. All right. That's okay. Let me see. Here we go. All right, Miss Debbie. It says, when you focus upon lack in an attitude of awareness, you establish a vibrational point of attraction that only gives you access to more thoughts of lack. Your deliberate effort to tell a new story will establish a new pattern of thought, providing you with a new point of attraction from your very moment. About your past, to let it go, and also let go of your future. You only have this moment. The simple effort of looking for positive aspects will set a new vibrational tone that will begin the immediate attraction of positive thoughts, positive people, and positive circumstances. And things will be very pleasing to you. Okay, Debbie, I hope that helped you. I hope that does. Okay. Maria. Okay, she wants a card for, what did she say? Something like 6 months? Okay. Miss Maria, so nice to see you, honey. We've got to get you on here. We've missed you, Maria. We've all missed you. I love to highlight my spiritual friends. In case you haven't noticed, they all come in. And I love it. It's just special time for me when they come on the show, and for you as well. And if you haven't met my spiritual friends, such a treat. They're such gifts to humanity. Okay, Maria. Okay, they're talking about something that you are planning or something. Okay. It says the masculine and feminine parts of me are in perfect balance and harmony. I am at peace. But there's something that they're showing me that's going to take place in a year from now. Yeah. So it's going to take a little bit longer, maybe because of the retrogrades or something, that perhaps whatever you're planning or doing is going to not just a 6-month timeline, but a year timeline. So I feel like there's something coming. I want to say there's something coming in the way of you being guided to put a project together. It could have something to do with writing, or it could have something to do with a screenplay or a film or a video or something like that. But it looks to me like if you're doing some type of poetry or meditation, or something to do with a production, I feel like you've got more coming in, or more downloads now that are coming in, and you are going to be harvesting those particular rewards in the next year. So if you're talking about the next 6 months, I feel like the next 6 months you're going to be guided by the word. So if you're thinking about writing, or you're thinking about doing some type of a project, I just feel like they're going to be almost giving you chunks of it, chunks of a project. And when they give you a mission, you can't hesitate. You've got to accept it the way it's downloaded to you. So I feel like, yeah. I feel like that's how how it's going to be coming to you. So I feel like, yeah, I feel like you're going to be, yes, and you're going to be accepting this particular project that's coming down for you. And it's filled with people on the other side who are guiding you. So don't feel like, you're not qualified or, anything like that. It's kind of like what do I say? A culmination of talents that you're going to be channeling them through you, and you are enough. You are plenty, girl. You're very powerful. So you're plenty, plenty, plenty. I also think you're worrying about a child, or there's maybe a grandchild involved. Um, this particular child is going to be receiving a blessing. So, all good is going to be there as well. So I want you to know that. Okay. Anyone else would like to have a card? I'm going to pick a card uh, for the collective. How's that sound? I'm going to pick a card for all of us, and I'm going to pick a card so that we can incorporate this going through this particular weekend, and to really honor um, all of this light. How's that sound? Pretty good? Yeah. So, what messages do we need to help all of us assimilate this new energy that we're going to be filled with and this new information? I love this. You can't make this up, right? Focus on service. Oh, wow. Your soul desires only to joyfully serve and to swim in a constant stream of bliss. This stream continuously feeds you everything you need. Put your entire focus upon staying in the stream of giving and receiving in every situation and in all that you do. That's what I was talking about. Be of service. Miss Ivy, hello. Yes, I'd love to pick a card for you, darling. I would love to pick a card for you. Sure, 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 sure. You're welcome for the meditation. Absolutely, absolutely. You are welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, here we go. Miss Ivy, Miss Ivy, Miss Ivy. Miss Ivy. They're telling me to go to this deck over here. Okay. Let me shuffle them up for you. Shuffle them up for you. Here we go. The story I tell is the basis of my life. Wow, here we go, Ivy. There is no right or wrong way to tell your improved story. It can be about your past, present, or future experiences. The only criteria that is important is that you be conscious of your intent to tell a better feeling, improved vision of your story. Telling many good feeling short stories throughout your day will charge your point of attraction. Just remember, the story you tell is the basis of your life. So tell it the way you want it to be. Interesting. Very interesting. I do feel that there's some abundance as well coming in for you, Ivy. I don't know if there's some type of an offering or a new job or something coming for you, but I want to say that hello, hello. Yes, I want to say that Ivy, there's something really good for you coming in. Um, you seem to have switched your attraction around. You seem to be brighter, and maybe we all are brighter and lighter, but you especially, I have a feeling, Yes, you especially, especially, especially. Hi, everyone. Okay. She says, yes, indeed. I would love a card. Okay. All right, Miss K, you are a Libra. Okay, my lovely Libra. Let's see what you have too. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, we're going to be looking over here. Going to be looking over here because I think you've got a decision to make. Of course, Libras, are hard to make decisions. That's why they have such good friends around them. They bounce everything off everybody. um, but in this particular situation, my darling, KM, I feel like you've got to reconsider something. And I don't think you've got all the information. So you're going to have all the information, I would say, after the summer. So if you're thinking about doing something, going somewhere, I don't know. They're saying there's a reconsideration that must take place for you. Um, you know, yeah, a reconsideration. Now, I don't know if you are expanding a partnership or expanding a co-creator, or you are trying to attract someone that perhaps would be a financial component. But I feel like you're attracting that. And yeah, I feel like you're attracting that now. So, be open-minded. Be open-minded in the people that you meet, because I feel like somebody is being heaven sent to you, so that whatever it is that you've wanted um, to manifest, that and maybe you didn't have the monetary or the financial component. I feel like that's going to be coming to you, and I feel like you're going to recognize them. They're going to feel very familiar to you, almost like you've known them before, and you're going to feel like home. You're going to feel like very comforting around this particular person, so that the trust factor is there for you. And so, yeah, so I feel like that is coming for you as well. Ivy says, yes, ma'am, I'm I'm working on feeling and being brightly and high vibrating. Very good. Very, very good. Very nice. Very nice. Hi, all. What's the topic tonight? It was the summer solstice, of course. Yeah. And talking about the nodes changing as well, and about the aspect of Neptune to the galactic center, and with all of this light that is being driven down into planet Earth on all of us, and how to assimilate it. Mitch, hello. I'd love a card. Oh, he's Scorpio too. I love it. I love it. Oh, my Scorpio buddies. You're such deep dishes. I love it. Okay. All righty. Mitch, I also feel like you're not going to be alone for very long either. You've got something new coming down. But your particular connection is when you rest, you sleep, you recharge. You have a particular fascination of astral traveling. You can see things other people cannot see. And I feel like I hope you're a student of the law of the universe, okay? Because they're talking about it here. So, the eternal laws of the universe steadily hold the promise of expansion and joy. And sometimes I want to say that I'm looking at you and you're turning that way. It's almost like you're coming out of some kind of a tunnel. But understanding the laws will reawaken within you, the knowledge of your purpose and of your own personal power, as you remember how to access the power of the universe that creates the worlds. If this time-space reality has within it the ability to inspire a desire within you, it is absolute that this time-space reality has the ability to yield to you a full and satisfying manifestation of that desire. That is one of the laws of the universe. So if you are a student of the laws of the universe, my Mr. Austin, I would love for you to relate back to us and state how that is going. But I just feel like you are, I think you're going to actually feel a higher frequency, and part of it is love, but the other part is joy. There's a difference here. Joy is actually a higher vibration than love. And I think that you're going to be one of the lucky ones that's going to learn both of them. I'm in a school for metaphysics. Yay! All of us in a collective, we're going to be all feeling the ripple effect of your wonderful knowledge and your wisdom. But you know what, Mitch? I kind of feel like you're going to be remembering what you already know. Yeah. You're just going to be gaining a new perspective on how to put it into a human form. So I'm just going to say that, yeah, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. But I think you're just going to be remembering what's really deep inside of you, what you already know, but you're just going to learn how to put little boundaries on it and how to, display it and how to relate to it in more of a humanoid practice, because you've already known it before. Curious Cat, can you look and see if the title to some family property will be resolved soon? Hopefully able to sell it soon. Thank you. Oh, let's take a look at that. I feel like there's been some kind of fuzzy numbers around that or something. So let's take a look at that. Yeah, let's take a look at that. I think, okay. I know what this is. It's got cords all over it. That title. Does everybody see it? Everybody who is sensitive, can you see the titles around this particular transition, or this particular property? Okay. Okay. So I feel like something's coming. I feel like there's going to be some action taking place there, but something has to be made aware of, and that is that the monies to be received on this. How can I say this? The monies to be received on this family opportunity here. Look at it as a gift, not as if it's yours or somebody else's, or like people of the family are looking at it like that's ours. It's not. It's not yours. If you look at it as a gift, not as if you deserve it, earned it, or should have it, then it'll go a lot quicker. Does that make sense? Because I see a lot of cords on this. And I think if you just say, I'm going to be fine without this, everybody's going to be fine with or without this. We're going to be fine anyway. I don't need it, deserve it, want it. It is not mine. It will be a gift. And if you look at it that way, it's going to take off, and you're going to see some really happy changes with that one. Okay. I hope that makes sense to you. I hope it did. All right, everybody. Um, I want to say thank you so much for coming along with me. Please like, please share, please subscribe, hit the subscribe button. And if there is any show that you would like, please go to the YouTube channel under live. That's where all of my archive shows are. We've had some absolute wonderful guests on and some wonderful moments within the shows that I think you will really enjoy binge watching. And I'd love to see you back here. Of course, I want to hear about um, your information and your experience, your wisdom, and your downloads. I want you to share them with all of us because, as I said, this particular quantum entanglement has begun. And we're all in this um, to raise each and every one of us. And and this is our mission, and this is why we're here. So if you would like to session up with me, just go to kimlalo.com. And I have a lot of different services there as well. If there was anything that made sense to you, or if I've helped clear the path at all to you, I also have a charity that you can donate to. And that is under my PayPal. And that's for the homeless as well. So if you would like to have a session, well, how I operate is this: is I'd like to go ahead and I'd like to get to you as soon as possible because I don't like to get backed up. I feel as though energy changes. If you've got to wait months just to get a reading, and I feel that if you reached out to me, the universe wants me to react and to be there for you. All righty, everybody. Thank you so much again and enjoy this wonderful summer solstice. Until next time, may the angels protect you and guide you. Good night, everyone.